Who? 41 years old. Hey, can I have your attention? I don't want to keep yelling. I know y'all have a substitute teacher. You're fresh off the weekend on the Monday. You have guests in the class. So you think it's playtime. It's not playtime. I was in the 8th grade before. I graduated high school. I grew up in Milwaukee. I got 4 brothers. I grew up with my mother and my father in the house. All of us had the same parents. I kept a job. I was working from the age of 12. I grew up on the north side, if you're familiar, 4th and Center, born and raised. I kept a job. My friends were drug dealers. Now, what's the oldest age in this class? About 14? 13? 14? 14. Okay, 14. Y'all know what I was doing at 14 years old? I was walking around with guns. Saw those shotguns. You like that? Saw those shotguns. Hey, take your hood down. I want to see your face. Take your hood down.
Anthony, take the hood off.
Take your hood down.
Come on, take your hoods off.
Take your hood down, please.
Anthony, sit up.
I need you, little man, to see.
He got a roll in his neck.
See, y'all think it's a game. Y'all at the age where you got to start making crucial choices. Because you probably think you're grown already. And you're not. You haven't even gotten to high school yet. You see what I'm saying? In just that phase going from 8th grade to high school, it's a lot of choices that's going to have to be made. When I was in middle school, I was involved in gangs. I was carrying shotguns around, shooting at people twice my age. My parents didn't know nothing of what I was doing. Because I was going to school, I was getting good grades, but I was living what you would call a double life. That double life got me 35 years in prison. Wrong place, wrong time. 2 years after high school, hanging out in the wrong place at the wrong time. Minding my business, thinking because I wasn't out there selling the drugs and stuff like that, that no trouble was going to come my way. But like I said, my friends was drug dealers, and that's who I hung out with. I kept a job. The money I was making good money, but I was spending it foolishly. Cars, clothes, jewelry. Hanging out with various girlfriends. But you know what? You ain't the only one chasing them girls around. And you ain't the only girl chasing the guys around. You see a beautiful girl, other guys see that beautiful girl. You see a handsome guy, other girls see that handsome guy. Yeah, girls can go to prison too. I was hanging out. I was approached by this guy. To make a long story short, he drew his pistol on me. I was carrying the gun. I shot him first. I gave him the option to walk away. Instead, he went to shoot me. I shot him one time just to get him off me. Ended up killing him. I took his life. I was facing life in prison at 20 years old. 2 years after graduating high school. I was facing life. Wrong place, wrong time. See, I know some of y'all think it's cool. Is this the in crowd right here? Is that the in crowd? Y'all know if that's the in crowd or not.
Who's saying
You know what I'm saying? See, y'all at the age where you got to start making choices. And I'm not going to sugarcoat nothing for y'all. I know with the media and everything else that's going on in society, it's people y'all age that's getting waived as adults, going to prison and never getting out. I just got out the 5th of this month. I haven't even been out 3 weeks. I've done 18 years. So 4 years before y'all was born, I went into the system. And I'm just now getting out. But during that time, I had to evaluate my choices, the decisions that I was making that led me to prison. Hanging out, trying to be cool, carrying guns because that's what everybody else did. Hanging out with friends just because they was the ones selling drugs. I didn't want to be a part of that, but I still wanted to be in that limelight. How many of y'all like the limelight? How many of y'all like attention? Come on, raise your hand. Don't none of y'all like attention?
They do.
Don't none of y'all, I know they do. Don't none of y'all want to be the man? Yeah, you want to be the man. You know what comes along with being the man? Attention.
Yes.
Somebody said it depends on what day it is. All it takes is one day. All it takes is that one day for somebody to pay attention to you.
Thank you.
Now the attention may not be the type of attention that you want. That's the thing. Because for every person that's attracted to you, there's one that's jealous of you. And that one that's jealous of you could be the one that leads you to defending yourself. Don't you know that if you hit somebody hard enough, you can kill them?
Yeah.
Did y'all know that?
Yeah.
During my 18 years of incarceration, there was a guy, he had been down 45 years. You know why he was incarcerated for 45 years? He pushed the guy off of him. He hit the ground, busted his head open. 45 years on a life sentence for just pushing somebody. See, with this generation right here, y'all got a lot going on. The girls, peer pressure, as far as keeping up with the Kardashians and all those images and what's beautiful and what's not. You know, what's in and what's out. Going from being skinny to thick. Which messes a girl's mind up because now they're looking in the mirror and feeling like, well, this is the season that I'm ugly. Well, this is the season that I'm beautiful. When really you should be beautiful because that's who you created to be. You are who you are. You look the way you look for a reason. The stuff that's going on in the media, I can understand the pressure that comes your way. And it sends you chasing a mirage, trying to find out who you are. If you hang with this group over here, and they say it's dark skin is beautiful, and then you're not with that group anymore. You find a new group and they say light skin is beautiful. Over here you feel accepted. Over here you feel rejected. So now you're trying to find out where you fit in at. With the guys. Young men. The image of being a provider, having money, having women, having cars, wanting the respect and honor, and willing to go as far as we need to go to get it. Because we feel less than a man if somebody look at us the wrong way and we don't say nothing. If somebody say something and we don't do nothing. then we're a punk, right? Right? No, be honest. See, that's one thing. I'm gonna be honest with y'all. You will never get anywhere in life if you're not honest with yourself. You need to be honest with your strength, and you need to be honest with your weaknesses. We think it's okay and perfect to admit where we good at. Playing ball, we jack about that all day long. Working out, we jack about that all day long. The girls we jack about that all day long. But we won't admit if we cry. You a punk if you cry. That's good.
You could cut whatever you cry.
That's good. That's good that you cry. There's nothing wrong with crying. You laugh, right?
Nothing wrong with crying.
You laugh, right? Okay, that's a natural emotion. There's nothing wrong with that. And thank you for admitting that. Because what it does, it takes a man to admit his weaknesses. It takes a man to admit his faults. It takes a woman to admit her weaknesses. It takes a woman to admit her faults. You know why? Because the moment that you be honest with yourself and admit where you are weak at, then you know what type of work needs to be done in that area of your life. Was y'all expecting me to come here today? Did y'all know about this?
No.
Good. Perfect. Caught you with your guard down. Because now you can't put up some type of fake image. One thing you have to do, you have to be honest with yourself. There's nothing wrong with looking the way you look. There's nothing wrong with being the way you are. There's nothing wrong with feeling like you don't fit in, because if you don't fit in, that means you stand out. You stand out if you don't fit in. What's your favorite show? Come on. What's your favorite show? I'm going to ask questions. If I got to call on your name and point you out, I'll put you on the spot. I have absolutely no issue with that.
Come on, say it.